Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Double salutations to all the Akim out there pushing this truth in the four corners of the earth, whether they hear or forbear. I was reading this article, and it was talking about a nuclear EMP attack. What could happen on U.S. soil if a nuclear EMP attack was to happen. And it was going into some interesting things on how North Korea was testing out EMP ballistic missiles and how that can happen in the near future. So I'm gonna read some of this article, and then I'm gonna get a couple precepts, and then we're gonna end the video. So it says, nuclear EMP attack, how U.S. Americans can prepare for a very real threat, expert says. A nuclear electromagnetic pulse EMP strike could cripple the U.S. electrical grid, communications, transportation, and other critical infrastructure for months, an expert warned. Historian William, I can't pronounce that last name, a New York Times best-selling author and an expert of EMPs, discussed with Fox News Digital how the U.S. and everyday Americans can prepare for the existential threat that the attack poses. This is a very real threat, he said. EMPs generated when a small nuclear weapon, 40 to 60 kilotons, or about 3 times the size of a Hiroshima bomb, is detonated 200 miles out in space above the United States and sets up an electrostatic discharge which cascades to the Earth's surface, feeds into millions of miles of wires, which becomes antennas, feeds this into the power grid, overloads the grid, and blows it out. That's crazy. Citing congressional reports from 2002 and 2008, said that 80 to 90% of Americans would be dead a year later if the EMP strike happened. Hey man, hold on. I gotta get a quick precept. Oh yeah. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 6. And it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. I gotta get another quick precept. Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 2. I'm gonna start at 1. It says, this is Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 1. Arise, shine, for the light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. You see that? Because when the EMP strike happens, darkness is going to cover the earth, man. You know? And what do you think these people are going to do in darkness, man? Man, it's going to be all types of weirdos coming out at night, man. All types of freaks come out at night. Hey, man, what do you think is going to happen, man? You know? People are going to try to survive, man. You know, it's going to be killing, stealing, destroying each other. You know, these so-called Babylon, these Americans, these Babylonians, they already don't even like each other, man. You know, everybody's divided. So what do you think an EMP attack is gonna do? These people gonna lose it. For behold, I'm gonna read this again, verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. You see that? So, hey man, this could be very real in the near future, man. It says this is a very real threat. I'm gonna continue on. This is a very real threat, he said. EMP is generated when a small nuclear weapon, 40 to 60 kilotons, about 3 times the size of a Hiroshima bomb. We already read this, but I'm gonna read it one more time. Is detonated 200 miles out in space above the United States and sets up an electrostatic discharge which cascades to the Earth's surface, feeds into the millions of miles of wires which become antennas, feed this into the power grid, overloads the grid and blows it out. For session citing congressional reports from 2002, 2008 said that 80 to 90% of Babylonians will be dead a year later if an EMP strike happened. When an EMP strike at first glance appears to be more science fiction than fact, For Session said that the potential for such an attack was recognized decades ago. The threat of an EMP was first realized during the 1962 Starfish Prime High Altitude nuclear test. What happened was that it blew out 500 miles away from Hawaii and 200 miles up. He said that they were able to bring the system back within a matter of days. But what would it be like if it took a month, 6 months, a year, or 5 years to fix? I know exactly what it would be like. This is what the Most High said. This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15, and I'm going to start at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. One people who stand up and fight against one another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their king nor princess, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. You won't be able to, because your car broke down. You ain't got no more no more power in your car. How you gonna get to another city? For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, and their houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but should destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread. Yeah, because you got all that food in your refrigerator. Hey, your food gonna start going bad. What do you think is gonna happen? People are gonna start going into other people's houses, seeing what they got in their cabinets instead of their refrigerators. Hey man, sticking people up. Hey, just robbing you, raping women, raping men. Whatever they gotta do to survive, man, that's what they're gonna do, man. All hell getting ready to break loose. For the lack of bread and for the great tribulation, behold, saith the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and from the Libanus, and Libanus, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to me. What's this talking about? The battle of Armageddon, man. In the valley of Yehoshaphat, man. It's getting ready to go down. And to repay the things they have done to them. Who's the them? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You Hebrew, you Israelites. You biblical Israelites, man. So this, hey man, the Lord is the Most High is stirring this thing up, man. All hell getting ready to break loose, man. And this article came out today, February 17, 2025. So, hey man, and why are you bringing up a nuclear EMP attack, man? Hey, because that's what's on the heathens' minds, man. War. All hell getting ready to break loose, man. So, so what we need to do in these last days, man, we need to be doing, just getting closer and closer to the Lord, man. So that way we can be found with spot and blameless, man. So I'm gonna get a quick precept, and then I'm gonna shut it down. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put off not from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Yeah, man. A nuclear EMP attack can just be the day of the Lord's vengeance, man. Hey, just like how they showed you in that movie, and Leave the World Behind. That was basically, you didn't see it happen in the movie, but that was basically what would happen if the EMP attack would happen. No cell phones was working, planes falling out the sky, but you already got planes falling out the sky. People running up in people's houses. Wasn't nothing working, man. So, hey, man, this thing getting ready to kick off, man, because we in some dark times, man. Hey, the Lord is stirring this thing up, man. We almost out of here. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem Rakal Kadash. And to the next lesson, Shalom.